That's what they told me. They said that. Their facility is high tech.
Well, hello everyone. Good afternoon. We'll let all this to order. It's good to see you all. We'll begin with a prayer that's called according to the report.
If you'll bow your heads, please. Lord, we come to you today grateful for this day, thankful for the opportunity to see the talents and gifts that are in the room today provided to us. We appreciate all your blessings, and most importantly, we appreciate all your grace. Help us do your will out in our community, help sow those good seeds, and be with us throughout the week. In your name we pray. Thank you.
Now join in the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We always have a sing-along, young folks. Today it is All Hail the Rotary. All hail to Rotary, steadfast and strong. He'll strive to hold our course through days unknown and never go wrong. Service to all we do, friends ever free, until we meet once more in captive or friends of Rotary.
Hey, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Bill. Sergeant Arms Joseph. Okay, how about guests today? I know we've got a whole lot of guests here up front. We'll introduce them in a moment. Do we have any other guests with us today? Hunter.
That's my administrative assistant,
Bill.
I know her name's mine. Lisa Seller, she's our administrative assistant. Also have this today, incoming new member, Mary D. Passion.
Mary D.
One of my co-workers with the council is Jocko Johnson.
It's always good to see you. Oh, David.
I've got with me my branch partner, Megan Mangan, who she just got married a couple weeks ago, so I'm getting used to Megan Mangan instead of Megan McRae. So if you call the office, Megan, or come in, Megan is with me, and my good friend Ed Keeper.
Welcome.
And lots of other guests with David that he'll introduce at some point.
You got to notice Jim's shirt.
She is not my administrative assistant, so she is my right-hand person. So I need you with
Welcome, Jim.
So I'll be done with it in about a week. So if you need some cool stuff, spread, mulch done, this is your guy.
Okay, we will kind of, Cameron, I'm going to,
I have today Abigail Walker. She is our marketing coordinator at Thomasville Tourism.
welcome, Abigail. Okay, well, welcome to all of our guests. We're going to keep announcements really short today. Really just highlight a couple because we really want to give a little more time to our program today. As you've all been hearing us talk about it, but just continuing to keep that on the forefront of our attention. Our Rotary Kentucky Derby party is coming up soon, May 2nd, and registration is open for that. You can scan the QR code there, and if you have any trouble with that, just see myself or one of our board members. We'll get you signed up for that. Still looking for some sponsors, and it's going to be a great event. So make sure you've got that on your calendars. And as we've said so many times before, this is our biggest fundraiser of the year for our club. 100% of the money raised for this goes right back into serving this community. So May 2nd. And then another thing to put on your radar, April 29th, coming up next Wednesday. Our meeting will not be here at the Women's Club. Instead, it will be at Winding Creek. And we'll be doing a drop chip hunt event there. Our meal will be there. Our meeting will be there. A great time for our club. This is also a great event for you to bring a friend, a coworker, anyone who may be a prospective member, prospective Rotarian. So do that. Put that on your calendars. We will see you there next Wednesday. That's all that I have for announcements.
And Jason, I did just want to mention that Chambers Coffee Connections is actually on the 30th. I think in the bulletin it says the 23rd, so it will be the last Thursday of the month on the 30th.
Okay. David, will you come and introduce our program and guests today?
Good afternoon. I think between Phil and I and our connections with East Davidson, I think we probably messaged David Deese like 30 times asking him if he could get the jazz band here today, and all of those. He said yes. So he didn't change his mind on it, so we appreciate that. And I realized standing up here that I committed a major band faux pas, which is have your kids eat right before they play an instrument. I apologize to you and to all of the instruments that are about to suffer from fried chicken. So, if you've been around town or around the state of North Carolina or around music or band or anything, East Davidson is second to none in a million ways. They need no introduction, so I will keep it very short. Led by band director David Deese, the East Davidson Jazz Band.
problem number one. We have 2 jazz groups at East Davidson. Sadly, a lot of schools aren't doing jazz at all anymore. We're trying really hard to keep that going. These guys have been really excited to come and get to play, because we don't get to do that too often. And unfortunately, they had to miss a great school lunch. But we were very pleased to be here, and we thank you for the invitation. We just played on Green Dolphin Street, and I realized too late that most of the songs that we've been working on are really not so much jazz as some funky kind of stuff. So if you have to dance, just do it. We had a couple soloists there. J.J. Landreth on tenor sax. Ethan Lovell on alto sax. Let's see, real quick, we've got Daniel here on piano, who's also a very good trumpet player. Aiden is a tuba player, playing bass. Christy and Gabe are taking turns at the drums. That's a rhythm section. We'll play another one for you. It's going to feature a senior, John Bakerano. John, give everybody a wave. Would you, as a senior, I think we want to tell them your future plans?
I plan on committing to NC State to study finance.
We're going to feature him on a piece that's called Honk. section. This is Ethan Lovell. Introduce yourselves, if you will.
I'm Nicole Leonard. I'm Jenny McDaniel.
JJ Lander.
And we saw John. And in the trombones,
Andrew Thomas. Lucas Nickerson. Doc Clark. Joseph Paul.
and they are all in 10th grade except for one, junior. And in our trumpet section, Josh is a senior. I'll let him tell you about his future plans.
I plan on going to Massachusetts for attending CLI Conservatory for dance.
Another senior, Emiliano.
Planning to go to NC State for electrical engineering or computer.
We seem to have a Wolfpack thing going. His brother also goes there, and 2 or 3 other students from last year, and one other senior in concert band. There seems to be a pathway to Raleigh somehow. Now, the ones who aren't seniors, if you'll introduce yourself real quick.
Noah White. McKinley Oliver. Ivy Trent.
And they are all only 2 seniors, and the rest are 10th and 11th graders. So that looks good for the future. We have been preparing for NPA. We had state contest a few weeks ago, and so we have not been able to practice as much as we would like. But we do have another 2 songs if you would like to hear them. Can anybody play them? We can. Let's do April. We're going to do April in Paris next. Here we go. Thomasville. Ms. Carter being here today. She and I have worked together at Brown and East, and we thank her for being here. Plus, it got her out of having to be at field day.
No chance for an encore?
Yeah.
Come on.
By the way, something in the actual translation of the word encore is play the first song, but you play it again at the end. Okay. Before we're doing that, who did I miss senior on? Christy. Yep. Another senior we have mentioned is Christy. Will you tell us what are you planning for next year?
It's not as cool as the other ones. I'm going to go to DUCC and I'm going to work. So.
Christy has served as our section leader for the percussion section, really for about 2 years, concert band, but has done a great job, and we're really proud of her. And then also, I missed another senior, sorry. Outstanding student, Mr. Kiefer and I taught his dad, and I don't know how many brothers and sisters and so many, so we've known them, their family for years. JJ, tell us what you're up to.
I'm going to RCC for 2 years, get my associates in photography and enter the workforce.
I left out the most beautiful part. This is my wife, Ellen. And she has this thing. I'm doing jazz band, honey. We're very fortunate to be blessed with 5 sons, and she has been remarkable and is now in real estate. Finally, for once, she's finally getting to do some things for herself instead of having to look after all 5 of the boys. And 6. Okay. And then we had a dog. All right, and this is one more. This is a tough chart, and again, it's another funk chart, but it's by a group called Tower of Power. It's called What Is If?
just a second. Hold on. So students have a seat for a second. So I need. So first of all, thank you all for joining us. I'm sorry that you had to miss class to come here. By the time you're a senior, it'll get really old. But if you've ever a little bit of history here, if you're newer to the club, or if I haven't had a chance to hang out with you as much in the past 10 years I've been here, I was a music teacher, music performance major before I went into Edward Jones. And if you've been in my office, I've got what was the most devastating Christmas gift ever, which is where my parents had, and if they're watching this, they know this, so it's no surprise, they had my trombone from when I was in 6th grade as a beginning band student turned into a lamp. So first of all, it's really cool. Second of all, it was devastating because every musician's dream is to pass their instrument along to a child. So my child gets a lamp. Sound about as good as I did on trombone, which is why I switched to tuba. So, but thank you all for coming. If you ever wonder what's good in the world, when you watch the news and you hear about, all the devastating things we have, do me a favor. Give David or Levi or Christine or somebody a call over at Easter Round and see if you can go and see it. See if you can take a moment and find something just that's heartwarming. The amount of effort that the kids put in is absolutely incredible. And whether it's this music program or any music program, when we were doing interactive Rotary, I thought the coolest thing was getting to go on campus and see what the kids are doing. So I do miss that about education. I don't miss the things that I know David and Ed love, which is dealing with administrative stuff and paperwork and all those sort of things. That's his favorite thing to do. So I know that will be a tough thing to give up. So he's going to be mad, so I'm going to apologize. I love you, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we do have the jazz band here, and you do have a lot of family here. But your impact goes far beyond just the kids in this room and just the family members in this room. Little do you know that growing up, you and Ed Kiefer were named among all band directors that was second to none. Anywhere that we went as a high school band, we wanted to face anybody but East Davidson. Everybody wanted to face anybody but East Davidson. The stories among the band world were you don't mess with Ed, and you don't mess with David Deason, and you definitely don't mess with East Davidson. But more than that, hey, this is why I quit being president, because I hated and stuff like this. But more than that, the lives that you've impacted throughout your career go far beyond tens of thousands of students, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people at marching band competitions, football games, concerts, places that you've performed, stores that your students have visited when you've traveled around the globe. All the lives that you've impacted, you'll never fully put. Now, you're too humble to do this, but I'm going to make you come on stage because that's going to make me tear up. So you're going to have to stand up. And you're going to have to come on stage. I meant your student. So David, it's my honor and privilege at this time to present you as a Paul Harris Fellow to Rotary. Paul Harris Fellow is a very distinct honor. Someone or people have made a contribution in your honor to the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International, specifically for your impact to the world of education. It's not just for Rotarians. Many recipients are members of Rotary clubs. Their recognition is frequently awarded to non-Rotarians who do meet these high professional and personal standards. There are over 1 million Paul Harris Fellows in the world. I want to welcome you to that, and I'll read you this from the club to you. Rotary Foundation of Rotary International. David Deese is hereby named a Paul Harris Fellow in appreciation of tangible and significant assistance given for the furtherance of better understanding and friendly relations among peoples of the world. So David, On behalf of Rotary International and Thomasville Rotary Club, I want to welcome you and congratulate you as a pallbearers fellow. Jason, I'll let you close out.
Well, band, it has been a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for sharing today, and again, for all the hard work that you put in to performances like these. And thanks again for being with us. Here for the Thomasville Rotary Club, we are a group that focuses on serving this community and being of service and giving to this community. And so we have a thing called the Rotary four-way test that we end every one of our gatherings with. And it is a litmus test of lifestyle for us. And so we invite you to join us today and all of our guests as well in this litmus test. Rotarians, will you stand with us as we close out today? As we so often end our meetings with this challenge, that as we leave here and go to the different four corners of this community, to different places of work, to different homes, to different schools, to all the places we may go, may you leave today and have eyes to see the needs of this community, ears to hear the needs of this community, and a heart that is ready to serve. And all the things that we think, say, or do first. Is it true? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?